Well, it's 10:30 where I am, and in where the ambassador is, it's about 6 hours difference, but it's a half an hour before Chinese New Year happens in Hong Kong. And we just sent both of us just sent a greeting to the Red Dragon, wishing him a happy New Year. And we wish a happy New Year to all the people around the world that are celebrating the Chinese New Year, and I know there are people all over the planet. Now, the ambassador has graciously agreed to have an interview with me now, and this will be the video for the Chinese New Year, the 19th of February. And there's been some questions that have been asked in regard to the release of the material on the ambassador's team and our website that we brought to the people's attention yesterday. And one of the questions, Mr. Ambassador, we've answered many times, but it keeps coming up again. And you might want to just take a few minutes and just remind people again that it's not about the funding. People keep saying they thought the announcement was going to be about funding. So, I know we've covered this, but let's just say it again for those that still haven't let it sink in.
Yes, very, Happy New Year to all the people. I'd like to start with first, okay? And I hope really this will be a year of, which will be a jubilee for humanity, okay? And where we basically will be able to reach the goals that we all inspire for this planet and for all our brothers and sisters on the planet. And I even wish, Happy New Year to every single person on the planet, including the Cabal, and also to Neil Keeman and all other people. And I think this is the time for us, to unify for the will of God and to do the right thing for humanity, and to leave all the grudges and all the other things that has been in the past, and look into the future of a prosperous new good year, okay? And that's coming clear from my heart, and I really hope that I don't need to engage anymore in any form of aggression or any form of arguments with people anymore. And also that comes also down to the release of funds and so on, and all the different things that we were talking about, okay? Now, what I've been stating many, many times, and I don't want people to take it as an offense, but we need to take baby steps. And, we are in a state where humanity could be symbolized as a group of goldfishes in an aquarium. And basically the only thing that the goldfish is doing is basically swimming around and expecting someone to feed them. And when they need some stimulation, you hit a little bit on the ball and the goldfish get all excited and happy, and then they forget about their mysteries. They're traveling around in this little world of illusion of democracy and freedom, and and stay comfortable with the financial tyranny and tyranny in their lives. Now, what we need to do is try to inspire to something higher, and that's why we developed this platform, which is Vision of True Peace, peace of mind, spirit, and body, when it's united as one. And money is an instrument, okay? And it's not what we should worship. To worship money and to keep only the focus on the money is actually being slave to the beast. And the beast is 666, okay? And the people is being traumatizing, 555, that's that, and this is this. 555 can be for you whatever it wants to be for you. I know what 555 represent to us, and it has nothing to do with Lucifer, it has nothing to do with 666, it has nothing to do with the beast. And, it's symbolized many different things in many different cultures. And it demonstrates, means something special for many different people. And so the thing is this way, is that what most important is, what does it represent for us? What does it represent for me? What does it represent for Ron? What does it represent for other people that share the same vision? And, by it means is that, I'm seeing, and, I have to be honest, looking at the world situation, it doesn't look very positive. We have economies running up and down. We're having war situation rumbling all over the place. We're having people trying to steal money here and there and here and there. The situation looks very unstable, and the beast is not wanting to let go of his grip very easily. And would that be the time to feed the beast by giving him some more funds to hijack the world for an additional few years and even more than that? So this is something that I was always thinking. When we see that people is in alignment with the agenda of allowing people to be free and allowing to empower humanity and to build the new paradise on earth, you know, what I mean with paradise on earth. I mean, paradise on earth is when people can have, you know, complete peace in their life. And today people doesn't have any complete peace. You know, they are traumatized with money and financial things. That means that their spirit and mind and body is not in peace because they always have to run after getting the money to pay their bills. Now, the thing is this way is that the same thing is with many other things. In many countries, people are being beheaded and people are being killed and people are being traumatized and raped. And it's no end of it. And it's like I was hearing, as you know, one of the most retarded comments that I ever seen. And of course, it came from Fox News, surprise, surprise, and Bill O'Reilly and the crew, and where they stated that, you know, finally, it was a spokesperson for the United States stating that, you know, we should try to educate and employ this ISIS people. By doing that, we would fighting terrorism. I think that was probably the most intelligent thing that woman ever stated in her life. Now the problem is that, you know, maybe they should stop employing these ISIS members to traumatize people. Maybe they should work at 7-Eleven or Walmart or some other place, so they would be busy with that instead of beheading people or other things what they're supposedly doing. Of course, that was traumatizing Fox News because they only like to spread hate and fear and killing people. So the thing was that they're stating finally, you know, the Pope, the great rescuer, was stating that, you know, these Christians are under attack, you know, and instead America was saying it was America, you know, Egyptian citizens that was executed. Yeah, but it's true, it was Egyptian citizens. You know, in Egypt you have all form of religions there, and they are accountable as being as much worth as anyone else. But of course, you know, we have to label these people as Christians, and all Christians are Christians. So now finally, after 2,000 years, Christians has finally waked up and realized that they are under attack. Now my question is this way: what about the 2,000 years that Christianity was attacking the rest of the world? Now, when should we stop putting people in boxes? You know, people call that, you know, the ambassador is anti-Catholic, and sometimes I'm even called that to be a Jesuit, and sometimes I'm this, sometimes I'm that. I'm being, you know, being blamed for a lot of things. And, you know, the thing is very simple. If you say that I'm anti-American, say I'm anti-European, I'm anti-Jewish, I'm anti-Semite, I'm anti-American, I'm anti all different type of things. The truth is I'm anti-stupid. And anything that is stupid, ignorant, which is fear, hate, violence, yes, I'm against it, 100%. I love all people on the planet, doesn't matter which religion they belong to. And I want us to focus on what is important. It's not our colors, it's not our religions, it's not our creed. That's a tool to divide humanity and to put people into boxes. I want us to unify under one new order, okay? And basically, you know, now they say, oh, you know, the ambassador is now promoting a one world, you know, religion and one world order and all these things. You know, I think this very thing, you already have a one world government. It's called the United Nations Security Council. There's no real sovereignty on the planet. And at the same time, you know, you have already the new God, which is the secular state, and the worship of money. That's the God of people. And so maybe, you know, people wants to wake up the people to what is the true divine spirit, what is true divine money. That's gold and silver, not paper money. Okay. Now the thing is this way, still, money is just an instrument. It's nothing that gives you power. It's no source of power. It's only an instrument. And yes, the important thing is to caretake these assets for the people and to do it and use it wisely. People want to criticize the cabal. Now we're going to be attacked for that also, that I'm defending them. But people want to criticize the cabal and say that they're all evil and all bad and things like that. But during this administration, they have built a lot of things too. Of course, they have maybe done a lot of wrong things also, but they have also done some very good things too. We have to see all the things that people are doing. There's always a yin and yang to the story. Now the thing is this way, is that how can we all repurpose? How can we all move forward? In this new year, we need to ask for forgiveness. So I will start with asking everyone that I have offended or hurt in any way to ask them for forgiveness. I'm not here to traumatize you. I'm not here to offend you. And I want to start this new year by asking you for forgiveness for anything that I have done that may hurt you. I didn't do that intentionally to hurt you because I feel no pleasure of hurting people. I did this to shake you people up, basically to try to be awakened to the reality we're living in. Okay? And that's a very important thing for me. And if you were offended in that process, I'm very sorry. I do not feel any happiness, okay, of calling people ignorant. I'm feeling, and the reason why I do it and why I say it is because I want people to basically be shaken up so they can turn into the mirror, look at themselves, and do some soul searching, because there's a lot of things that, when I see traumatize me. When I see news from Fox News and CNN, and I hear some people that claims to be freedom fighters saying things that doesn't make sense, and people are lying and deceiving and fooling people and stealing people's money and misusing them, I'm feeling traumatized. I'm feeling upset. And I feel that we need to do something to put a stop for that. And in that process, maybe I hurt a lot of people. I'm sorry for that. And I hope that, they will take this message and again reflect on themselves and do something positive. People has come, attacked, like people like Benjamin Fulford, which I consider to be a good man. And people has been contacting, aggressing on many different people, Karen Hughes, this and this, and many different people. I really believe that some of these people, have a good intent somewhere. Sometimes they're being misguided. And sometimes they're allowing their own emotions and needs to take over. And basically, yes, aggressing. It's the same thing, like when I was asking and wishing, Keyman for, good luck, and he took that as a form of insult, and he needed to start a debate and start aggressing me. Again, it reflects more on himself, and he needs to take that into consideration, and in the people that follow us and unify and involved in this fighting, we need to ask ourselves, are we really that low? Are we really that, is this what we who's supposed to change the world has come to? Mm-hmm. So I think that it's important for us to, use this new year, ask for forgiveness, try to work to unify everyone. And that's my message, that basically that I wanted to say for this new year. And also a lot of people, has a lot of concerns about the release of funds, because many people is under extreme financial pressures. And, you have to reflect on all the other people that lives underneath just a few dollars per day, and people that is actually begging on the street to survive day for day, and people that is forced into prostitution, and people who are so easy to judge people. They claim that there are solutions and they are so objective, but at the same time they're cursing other people all the time. We have to try to do, positive thing to assist people. And sometimes you try to help people, and even when you're trying to help them, they take that as a form of aggression. You get upset. They're misusing people. And this year has been a year of a lot of aggression. It has been a year of a lot of deception. There's been a year of a lot of rubbish. Now let's turn this year into something positive. Let's turn this year to what is inspired to be. This is the year, from United Nations of Light. And 2,000 years ago, this Chinese people were seeing this planet exploding, and now this light is coming here. Basically, let this light or let the things that is happening, we use it as a positive enlightenment for people. And also, this is the year of the sheep, okay, turning into a ram. And let's us use this year to become independent and sovereign in our own minds and try to find peace at mind, okay? And, I have told people before and over and over and over and over again that I'm not in charge of releasing funds, and I'm not the person that is some form of messiah, and I'm not the person that's going to come here and save you. I stated all the time that the saving needs to be done by yourselves, okay? That's where the big saving is going to happen. You are the root of good and evil. That was the first thing I stated when I was on the call with you the first time we spoke. We are the root of good and evil. And so that is not something that changed after this years. And like I stated, funds are being released all the time, but it has to be released to people wisely. And it's time that the grassroots level people will receive funding for their projects. And I think this year will be prosperous for the people that has been doing a good work and have been dedicated to helping humanity. I think that we will all be very much empowered, but like I stated, baby steps, okay? And also, like I said many times, don't expect it to happen the way you thought it would happen, okay? So the thing is this way, is that I believe that our elders are inspired people, and the supreme intelligence and our creator will most likely do the right thing for humanity, and it will be happening the way that it will done in coordination with the world and with people on the grassroots levels. We all are responsible for the energies that we are creating. We all are responsible for the future, not only me, everyone, okay? And this is a very, very, very important thing. I've been doing a lot of work, dedicating this last years, putting away my family life, putting away a lot of other things and happiness to strive and to fight for the case of changing this world into a better time, a new era. And I hope that our brothers and sisters that was with me in this battle and still continue to join me in this battle will continue to do so. And I want more people to join us. And I want the people to contact us through the site that is now being set up. It's now ready to be communicated with the people. And I want institutions and organizations and people that really want to do a change to join through our page, to start the communication and start working together to change this world into the place that it should be. Okay? And I really wish everyone that has done work for helping humanity, and you know that in your heart who you are. I want to congratulate you guys, and I want to empower you and support you and bless you and thank you for your contributions. And I want this year to be a good year for everyone. And that is basically my inspiration and my vision. And also, you had some other questions.
Yes. Well, we're not. You actually mentioned the debt forgiveness or the Jubilee year a little bit. I don't know when that's going to happen or roll out, but you said it's going to happen in baby steps. But the other thing that people were concerned about, which I chuckled when I read some of the comments, was your proposal to this lovely Ukrainian lady that you've been in communication with for almost 5 years. And even though you've never met her personally, you only met your wife who mothered your son one time before you actually got married, and that's the custom in your family. So you might want to comment. And I mean, I realize that you two have been talking about this process for a long time. It's not something you sprung on her out of the blue, as some people implied. So maybe you might want to say a little bit about that.
Yeah. No, the thing is this way in our family, and people can just study the families, and we know that actually most of our marriages in majority is arranged marriages. And so basically, yes, this is a custom in our family to have arranged marriages, and so this is nothing new. And so basically, this marriage here and the lineage of the way that is put together has, of course, a reason. And she was, she's been what's called. Actually, we were letting it on the group. As you know, you can explain how the Chinese woman that works for us in the family was preparing her to for the upcoming ceremonies and stuff like that. So she was not that, put on the spot when the time when it was basically. And in worst case scenario, if she said no, what could I do? We could maybe record a new tape or, try to save my face. Even if she said no, that's her opinion. It's I don't want to force anyone to do anything, and I think that it will be the will of God when the time will be. To see what's happening in the future. But my attention and her attention is to marry and to unify these two worlds, and that's basically our intent. And we want to do that for the sake of peace, and also want to do that for the sake of love. And love, by my opinion, you don't find in a bar. That's basically maybe attraction, sexual needs that is being postponed sometimes, and then after 3 years people wake up and realize I didn't even know this man, I have two kids with him. And now in this case here, we have known each other for 5 years. We had been speaking daily basis for so long time. She knows everything about me, I know more things about her, and basically I know her much better than, like you referred to, my ex-wife, which I only met once before where marriage was arranged. So the thing is this way, that life is that, and I'm very much cherishing, and I had a wonderful years of marriage too, the time when I was married, and I have a lovely outcome of that thing too, even though that some entities in the world went in between us and destroyed that. But that's the way, unfortunately, some things happening. And I just pray for the future and hope that to change the world into a better place, and also my life into a better place. So I'm not, you guys are not the only ones suffering on the planet. I also suffer, also have emotion, and I also need to love, but I also need to be loved. And I think that's the thing that all us humans need. And I'm, as just like everyone else that needs this affection in life and needs someone to join me in my daily battles. And is it not wonderful that she also share my own opinion? I think that's a good thing. It's nice to at least have someone that you're married with that shares the same vision for the world, and not someone that is a part of a cabal that basically doesn't share the same opinion. So I think that's a very, very good thing.
Well, I know from my experience, I've not seen her. I don't even know what she looks like. But I've heard her voice, and I've heard her express opinions and share her wisdom. I mean, she's just a young lady, but she has a tremendous amount of wisdom. She's very intelligent. She speaks English quite well, and also Russian. And I think it's a beautiful thing that happened, and the people that are upset by it, get over it. Be happy with other people's happiness. We all need to learn to do that, and stop throwing rocks, and stop criticizing and judging and pretending we know something that we don't know all the facts about. It was a surprise in a sense that she didn't know it was going to happen in that moment on that video, but it was something that there were all sorts of hints dropped along the way, and so it was not what some of you have supposed to be the reality, which wasn't the reality at all. And I wish both of you, and I don't want to say her name, but I wish both of you all the joy and happiness, and I wish that for every other human being too, that we all find a partner that's willing to work with us on the level of our vision, on the level of our dreams, to bring a world together that brings peace, true peace from the inside out, not peace that just is the cessation of war, but peace that is the fulfillment of our heart's desire in many ways.
No, our nations has a very strong band going back to the creation of that nation and Vladimir the Great. And, she has the same spirit as Anastasia, as you know, you've been talking about it for so long time. And maybe people can get that type of understanding what we are now talking about. And also for her own protection, her name will be also covered, and same thing with her face. She's serving the same purpose as I do, and without herself sometimes even knowing what happens in her life, she's being guided by the Creator and in the right direction. And even if we wouldn't marry each other, I believe she is a great resource for humanity, and that she would be doing a wonderful work in creating peace in the whole region, and that's what she's inspired, is peace and awakening. And like you said, she is a very intelligent woman. She speaks many languages, and she's a very well educated person. But most importantly, she's very wise. And one of the reasons why I loved her so much and really put my heart to her is because that she sees through the deception, and because she doesn't buy into the programming, because that she inspire for freedom for her people and for the freedom of humanity. And that's the reason why I love her. And it's not like some people say, she's a very young beautiful woman. Yes, she might be a young beautiful woman, but what's in her heart and her spirit is more important than outside beauty, because people can be extremely outside beauty but extremely empty inside. And living the life that I have lived, I met a lot of extremely beautiful women that had a mindset even lower than the goldfishes that I was referring to. And so and for me, what's in the heart and the mind is more worth than anything else. And we have to just inspire for what's right for ourselves, and to be honest to ourselves and do what is right. And I just pray to God that he will guide me and her to do the right things. And like, I don't believe that force has anything to do with either religion or marriages. And but at the same time, I think it's important in a marriage to actually take consideration your common grounds, your common opinions, and that actually when the sex is finished, that you actually have something to talk about. And this is a thing that is very much important for me, is to be able to interact with people on a level which I like to do all the time, and I can have someone that I can share my thoughts and my visions with, and also with others, that she can be a good voice to others too, from the feminine side. And everyone wants to see femininity and women leaders and women guidance and so on and so on. But every time it comes up good women leaders, they always traumatized by attacks from other women. So let's try to find peace with everyone, and just be happy for that other people is happy, just like I said. And at this point of time, I think I'm very happy, and I know I'm very happy, but I hope she also is very happy. You can ask her next time, when you talk to her, maybe the next interview, when she and other people is involved.
Okay, yeah, we are going to have another group chat. I don't know who all will be involved in it. You've named a couple of people that were not involved in the past that you might like to have something to say, and we'll see how that comes about. As I've said to you, it's always more difficult when we have to bring a whole bunch of people together than it is just one or two. But we'll make it happen in the right time. And again, I thank you for taking time. I think you've. I hope that people that didn't get it before now, it starts sinking in what we're trying to share with the world, and the vision of peace that we're trying to give, and recognizing that it is an internal thing. It's the most important thing. It's not what happens in the world around us, but what happens inside of us. Because ultimately, as you've said many times, that we are the creators. We are the ones that create the good and evil. And when we have a good heart, we're going to create good.
No, that's for sure, and I believe that we will succeed. And now this platform is set up, and I want the people that do the same work that we do and want to contribute and assist in this development of the planet. That they also please reach out and assist. We are welcoming all form of assistance, and we are not judging anyone. That's only the Creator that judge people, and we don't care about what was your past doings, as long as you're ready to change and do the right for humanity. That's what is important, and because no one is perfect, including myself. And I think this is a great possibility for us to reach out to many different people, and we're going to have more discussions with other leading entities from different groups and organizations, and bring out a discussion. And we are setting up meetings, and we're going to have a world vision of peace meeting being set up, is being organized. The preparation of we're going to release all the data for the situation of how to bring forward the Jubilee and the PCD and all the other things that we have been doing. All these things will be given to you people step by step, like I said, baby step by baby step, but it will be given now because all the things are moving forward in the direction that we need to do. But still, we need everyone's support, everyone's prayers, and all people's blessings. And I hope that everyone that claims that they want to do the right thing for humanity, that we are unifying and work together. Okay?
Yes, and including all of the religions. I know you touched on that, but as you were just now talking, it came to me again that some people still want to set up a Christian kingdom of heaven, or a Muslim Christian of heaven, or a kingdom of heaven rather, or a Buddhist thing. It's not about any of those individual religions. It's about the people of the heart. It's about coming into truth and recognizing the common ground that we all share with each other, because we are all children of the Creator from the beginning.
This is also a thing. I will not go in too deep into it because we're going to take up too much time.
Right.
But like I stated, just like you said, it's very important that we all unify. And like you said, we have to set up the forums where we talk about the common grounds and not our differences. And that all the faiths can find their common interest and the common common backgrounds and the common understandings, and how we can use these common grounds to unify and to work together to create a better world. The people that lives that you think that you have to create an Islamic state, and in this world that we're living in today is just an illusion. I'm sorry to say it. And the people that wants to create a Christian world domination wing, you've been trying that for 2,000 years. It's maybe time to give up that plan. And the thing is this way, is that it's important, to state the truth here. Respect people's own religious beliefs. If you want to really convert people, you show it with your own actions. Okay? Live what you preach. Okay? And that's basically what I recommend to everyone, like I did from the beginning. If you claim to be a Muslim, or you read the Quran and live by the teachings of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, if you are a Christian, please live by the teachings of the Messiah Jesus. And if you are a Jewish person, then please follow the teachings of Moses and all the other prophets and Abraham, and live by their examples. Okay, and I think this is very important, including Krishna and Buddha and everyone. All these different entities and all different religions has a lot of positive things, and likes to focus on the positive things that unify us. Because when we go to the road, we all know it's one Creator, and that Creator wants us to be unified, not want us to fight. That's the mission of Satan, to divide people and fight the war and make problem. And so if we want to defeat the 666, yes, we have to go back to 555. And it's like one person said to me, that 555 to him ends up with 2, which is the number of man. And I state, okay, man cannot be the solution. Yes, man is the solution because man is actually the creator of good and evil, even if you like it or not. We are ultimately responsible for all actions happening on this planet. And when we have synced to that low type of mentality where we poison our own children and trying to kill everything that is around us, we need to be awakened and go back to our fundamentals, okay? And go back to our scriptures and turn back to God and do the right thing. And, and try to save this planet before it's too late,
I agree with you, and I think on that note, we will wrap this one up. It's been, 36 minutes or something like that. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for taking time for this interview. This will be the video for the Chinese New Year, the 19th of February, and I hope to have it up by 5 o'clock this afternoon Eastern Time in the United States. So thank you again for sharing with all of us.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.